start, I'm gonna get me the little mic and the little headset, motherfucker.
Well, I'm
Oh,
not. I already got a mic. I just got a.
Even if that shit don't do nothing, that shit just a little better.
on God, but not a
Oh,
mic.
it's the presence.
I feel better, I think though.
Get your vacuum out the out the mention, Jesse.
My what?
We live.
Your vacuum.
What's happening, y'all?
Should a nigga be cleaning up? Fuck y'all niggas. Motherfucker probably still in the
got some food, man.
It is.
Y'all
It's all
bear
good.
with.
It's all good. It's all good.
Hey man, I'm in the process of moving, so shit gonna have to look a little goddamn little funky right now.
It's all good. It's all good. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. 4 quarters, you know how we coming, man. We back with another video, you know, keeping y'all updated, giving our opinions, our takes on this stuff that's coming out. It's kind of the dead season right now, but it's always something to talk about in the sports world. First thing is y'all can see already down there on the ticker is the NFL running back position being undervalued. So Saquon, Tony Pollard, and Josh Jacobs all got the franchise tag. Joe Mixon took a pay cut. He just restructured his deal. And then Derrick Henry and all the running backs basically went to Twitter and they was frustrated with how the position is being treated. So what you think, AJ? I'll start kicking it off to you. What you think is the conundrum the running backs are going through right now?
Well, I mean, up until last season, you could really say that the thing that's hindering the Giants from paying Saquon is his durability. He tore his ACL already twice. You can really say with Tony Pollard, he didn't really have that much film. You don't have that much film on him, but he was a backup. I really don't know about anybody else, but as far as running back position in general, it's gone undervalued because these guys are not rushing for the over 1,200 yards a season like they used to. And the thing about it is because the positions on defense are getting faster and they're not as big and fat as they used to be and not able to catch them. So, of course, it's undervalued and it's going to be undervalued, but it'll only be until they get the running backs paid like receivers. We aren't going to see running backs with receiver contracts, or the next person that gets paid has to go right above the guy that just got paid because they're going to say, I want to be the highest paid running back. Everybody wants to be the highest paid guy, but not all of these places have the ability to, put everybody on spot to get paid like that. Not all these teams can designate that much money at one time to them.
Yeah. Paper Chase, because I feel like it's kind of messed up because I don't know, like, I see what you're saying, AG, but at the same time, it's like, them ain't just 3 scrub running backs. Like, Josh Jacobs led the league in all-purpose yards, I believe, last year. And Saquon is down near the face of the Giants for real. And y'all paid Daniel Jones. And then it's like, so I just think it's not fair because the running backs, they'll say their reasoning for not paying them is after 5 years, a running back, like, basically is worn down. Like, the shelf life in the NFL for a running back is pretty short compared to other positions. But it's at the same time, it's like running backs is the ones who carry the team all season, and they the ones who's pass blocking for the quarterback at the same time, catching the ball at the backfield. Then when it's time to get paid, it's like we can't get our money. So it's like, Paper Chase, what you think? You side with the owners and the GMs when you say I'm not paying for you, and then I give you this contract, and then you worn down goods, or do you think it's not fair from the player perspective?
Yeah, it don't sound fair for them, boy, because they too vital for your offense. Like,
you feel me? So it's
you
like
need them to open up everything else.
Yeah. So, what y'all think is like the middle ground or whatnot, like the solution to the problem? I guess. Like, what is it gonna be? Is the running backs holding out? Is it gonna be like a strike by running backs? Like, what is it gonna be?
What do they want?
I mean, I guess they want security as far as a long-term deal. I'm not sure what number they actually want, but it's like you don't want to play on a franchise tag and then I get hurt this year. Now I definitely know I'm not getting a long-term deal. It's like I think they just want to be compensated for the players that they see themselves as. And I don't know. It's like when a wide receiver comes time to get paid, they're gonna get paid. O lineman, every other position, but running back just can't seem to get paid. So I don't know.
I mean, I would say like at this time and this point of their careers, like they have done miraculous things at their position, and the owners know that they have. So their main reason.
I agree with that.
Yeah, my dad said the reason why the position undervalued is a pass first league, not an offensive lineman's value more than running back. I mean, I agree, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, honestly, because if you look at the last couple teams that won a Super Bowl, like Pat Mahomes and them last year, Pacheco is a 7th-round pick. The Eagles made it with Miles Sanders. I mean, he's not one of the top running backs in the league. Who won it the year before? The Rams. I mean, who they had at running back? They was a passing team. The Bengals made it. They was a passing team, although they got Joe Mixon. So it's like I can definitely see that, but at the same time, it's like when you get to the playoff games, it is pivotal points where you do got to run the ball.
So, right. Hey, playoffs is the main time that you see them running the ball because you got to run the ball to win the game because all that passing stuff that you did previously ain't gonna eat up the clock that you need to be eating up in the playoff game in order to keep time of possession on your side. So,
right. I mean, it definitely is a pass first league now. And you really don't see too many teams carried by their running back that win a Super Bowl. And I think that's like a bad factor in the point of the running backs. Because the league, the GM's going to be like, what team have you seen win that's paying their running back all the money? Because some of the best running backs in the league, like Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry.
That's what it's coming down to.
Yeah, like.
So do you think that puts more pressure on a running back like Derrick Henry to perform this year? With the receiver like Derek Hopkins being on that outside,
I mean, Derrick Henry already got his money though, so he ain't. I think from a standpoint of like, I'm the leader of the running backs because I'm the best running back, so I got to put on so my other brothers can get paid. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you can't control the other owners' pockets. Right. They don't want to pay such and such, they're not gonna pay him. And honestly, I don't see Saquon getting a long-term deal done with the Giants just because of the fact you said he got hurt.
But didn't they just pay Daniel Jones too?
Yes, that's my thing. Like y'all will pay a sorry quarterback who had one good season, but you won't pay Saquon. Like my thing was, I would have just franchise tagged Daniel Jones, and then when it came down to Saquon, I'd have been like, I ain't pay him either. I didn't pay the quarterback.
Who the last 5 Super Bowl winners?
You got the
Chiefs, Mahomes and Brady in there.
The Rams, probably the Buccaneers with Brady.
Any of them had one of these top?
No.
That's what it is.
The Patriots beat us in the Super Bowl. They didn't have a top tier running back. No, they didn't. And honestly, we had a top tier running game, but we didn't have a top tier running back like Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman. We had a 1-2 punch.
That was a 1-2 punch, yeah.
All right, so it's like the last year in the playoffs, the Jags. I mean, Travis Etienne is not like a bell cow running back, so it's honestly it's not looking too good. I just think though they should just pay them for what they valued as though. Like it's enough money to go around, but just pay them folks because at the end of the day, it's like, what are the Raiders gonna be this year without Josh Jacobs?
Bro, they're gonna be peeing the bed, bro.
They already gonna be peeing the bed with him, and the Giants is like Saquon is the face of their franchise for real, bro. That's like a team not paying. Not to like compare.
It's just almost like them not paying Odell, like when Odell was due his money, bro. Like
not even Odell, but it's like that's like a team saying, LeBron, we not gonna pay you. Because that's what Saquon is to the Giants. Like that, he
right.
Everybody who the media when they go to the locker room, bro, they go into his locker to interview him. Like
they ain't giving these younger generations like who ain't even in the league yet no incentive to even want to
play running back for real. Like what I'm a rookie for, and I know when I get drafted, you just gonna eat me up for these 5 years on my rookie deal. Franchise the last year, then when I'm damaged goods, I can't get no long term.
And how that's gonna look for the game, like overall, like that ain't gonna be good.
Derrick Henry said, just get rid of the running back position altogether.
Yeah, he did say that, but hey, and he no good well. He finna go out there and line up right behind number 17.
They already phasing the fullbacks out the league though, for real.
Yep. But the only way the only way I see it like getting any better for them is like bringing more college coaches to the NFL though. But that's not gonna happen because you got so many long tenured coaches that's been in their position for the longest. That's just saying the Jets got Breece Hall on the PUP list, stuff like that. And he's a rookie. This is his second year in the league. He coming in hurt. He came in with an injury. Now he on a pup list to start training camp. So,
buddy, you're not
time for his.
What you think? I mean, I think I'll say this, and we can wrap it up. I think for going forward, the running back's gonna have to find ways to be more versatile. Like you see, Christian McCaffrey, he had an injury, but he still got paid, and the reason is because he's versatile. Like he can be.
This man ran and caught and threw a touchdown.
So it's like I don't worry about like for my personal team because it do kind of affect how we might pay Bijan when it come down to it. Even though we just got him and we far away from that, but at the same time, it's like if we use Bijan as a weapon on the offense instead of a standard running back, then it won't really matter when it comes down time to pay him because you know how valuable he is to the offense. But Saquon, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
I don't think they're gonna get paid, honestly, man. He gonna have
all three of them. I can see Josh Jacobs and Saquon getting paid. Tony Pollard, though, like you haven't even started a full season as a starter, so I'm definitely not paying you. I don't see the Cowboys doing nothing wrong with not paying him, to be honest. But I don't know. Speaking of getting paid, obviously D Hop just wanted to get paid because ain't no way you can say you want to win and you sign with Tennessee.
You signed for the Titans, bro. I laughed at this when I seen it, bro.
We saw the last receiver that went to the Titans, bro, who said he wanted to win.
Yeah. That's the funny part, bro, because it's like the last time I even knew anything about like the Titans being good, it was when they were in the playoffs and lost in the Deflate Gate, I think. No, that was the Colts. But when the Titans lost, they lost with I don't remember when the last time. Oh, Baltimore. They beat Baltimore, and then they lost the next game. I was just like, I mean, what can this team be with Ryan Tannehill? What's Ryan Tannehill's ceiling? I don't think his ceiling is as high as everybody thought it would be. Even after being 1 year removed from Arthur Smith, you could tell that Arthur Smith was really helping that man out in a sense.
Man.
D-Hop really just he shot himself with that one, bro. He shot himself with that one.
Like, when he came out with the little criteria of teams he wanted to play for, it was like he wanted to go to a franchise that was like well ran in the front office, a good defense, and a quarterback. It's like, okay, I can guess. I'm not too familiar with their front office, so I guess they got a stout defense or whatnot. But the quarterback, bro, and it's like. You like these players always say it's not about the money, it's not about the money, it's not about the money. Like, bro, yes it is. Because you could have went to the Chiefs, you could have went to the Bills and just took a lesser contract, got a little ring, or been close to winning the ring. And then the next season you could have got paid. But nah, you wanted to get paid this season, and now you're not gonna win anything. And honestly, I think his production is gonna go down. Like, I don't see the production being what I guess he predicting it to be.
Right, because you're walking onto a team with Derrick Henry in a predominantly run first team that's like rarely stretching the ball down the field. And I think they think with him and who did they get in the draft? They got
Treylon Burks last year.
Treylon Burks. I think that's who they think is gonna be their 1-2 punch at receiver. But like even Treylon didn't even get to play that much last season. He was injured, so we got to get the durability up with those guys.
I just don't see it, bro. I mean, it was apparently between them and the Patriots, and honestly, I don't see it. Damn near probably would have went to the Patriots before I went to Tennessee, to be honest.
Right.
Just for the fact that Bill Belichick and I would say they got better. I don't know, bro. It was just two terrible, bland options for real.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, like, when you come out with the, like you said, like the list, and you got all these expectations, and you got all these, it better not be this, it better not be that. I got to come into the most perfect situation ever, and then you just sign where all the money's gonna come from.
Oh, that's what all it was about, bro. You just want to get paid. My thing is like, don't say you want to win if you end up doing this, because Tennessee, he knows that Tennessee not in a position to win. Like, of course, a player is not gonna come out and say that, but. Bro, you know that. Ryan Tannehill might be on his last couple seasons with them, if not
No,
this
Ryan
year.
Tannehill ain't even, bruh. Ryan Tannehill really ain't even showed folks anything ever since he came.
So then what you gonna build with Will Levis or Malik? Like, why you went to the most uncertain quarterback trio? They don't even know who they starter gonna be for real. You just went over there.
They're already predicting Will Levis to start by week 2 if Ryan Tannehill doesn't get it together. And that's from NFL Live, and that ain't even from me. That's from NFL Live. Like, but I think they're gonna give every single quarterback a chance. They'll of course give it more of a chance to Will Levis than they will Malik because they seen a sample size of what Malik can and could not do for sure.
The Will Levis because he's white.
Got to keep it a buck though.
Because they threw Malik out there with nothing. So what else was he?
They gave him nothing but the bottom of their boot to kiss, bro. And it was just like they knew the 3 quarterbacks that came out in that draft. Out of all them quarterbacks, Kenny Pickett and Desmond Ridder, and Brock Purdy, are the only ones that's going to probably have a chance to like actually play.
But now Sam Howell gonna start this year as well
with Washington. I thought they got a veteran as well.
To back them up. I think they said they going with going with Sam Howell. I'm trying to find this Jeremy Fowler list that he did because that's the next little topic. These folks want me to have ESPN Plus and all that, though. They folks tripping.
Yeah, we ain't paying for that. No, Sersky.
Let's see. We can get to something else before we get to that, though. We can touch down right here on this A-Rod conversation. I think that boy AG having technical difficulties, but I'm gonna just take over for my fallen brothers. But yeah, A-Rod and the Jets set for a letdown. Okay, there you go, my boy.
Bro, I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of hype preseason about A-Rod, with them closing in, coming to training camp and all that. And it's basically a Super Bowl or bust for them, especially when you go into that New York media, that New York hype.
Right.
And then A-Rod being a Hall of Famer or whatnot, but still having that itch to get another ring because how many times he's came close in Green Bay. Now going to a new team in New York, the Jets, who have been let down for the better part of a decade, I would say. So what would you think A-Rod is set up for a Russell Wilson type year on a new team, or do you think they can get it together?
I think with what they already had, they have a pretty stout defense as far as starters go. But on the offensive side, I don't really think it was necessarily the skill players that were messing up. They didn't have Zach Wilson wasn't as good as advertised. He wasn't worth the second pick in the draft. Like you could have got him later in the first round, early second round maybe, but like he hadn't brought that swag to that team or the talent that he showcased in his pro day when he's thrown against air and stuff like that. He realized real quickly that it's not the same as throwing against people that's actually running towards you and you can't do all them pretty moves and stuff. So I think A-Rod stepping in this year, of course, his experience and his league and his team, like all the experience that he has is going to show. It's going to everybody knows that he's been in the league for a long time. But the thing that's going to hurt them the most is if he still has the same connection with those receivers that are with him now. Like, yeah, you say you want to go to another team, have a different scenery, different stuff like that. You bring your receivers with you. It's just like a golfer bringing his clubs with him everywhere he goes. He knows which ones to pull out at the right time, which ones to throw to at the right time. But at the same time, you still got to look at the fact that you're on a whole different environment. Like this offensive coach might not be the same as your offensive coach in Green Bay. Like things will be ran different. You might think that you might be able to badmouth your teammates at at this team, but your teammates might not go for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's really gonna be like how the team responds to A-Rod, not how he responds to the team.
I believe they brought his offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett over though, so he ain't gonna have a problem with like Russell Wilson was going to a new system. A-Rod know the system, but the rest of the team don't. So it'll be a learning curve for them. But I think you'd rather have it that way, honestly. I'd rather my quarterback know what he's doing and be able to teach the other guys than my quarterback trying to learn a new system.
Right.
Man, when you look at these first 6 games, they start off Monday Night Football, Buffalo.
It's a double header.
They got the Patriots, Broncos, Giants, Raiders. Oh no, I'm sorry. Excuse me. That's not their first 6. Bills, Cowboys, Patriots, Chiefs, Broncos, Eagles. I mean, like, if the NFL schedule just say we hate the Jets and we're gonna put them through the ringer the first 6 games, or what?
No, they said we want to see what A-Rod is gonna be able to do the first 6 games of the season with his new team. But that's really trial and error period. Like, you're not gonna really see A-Rod in the preseason like that, and that's a fact,
bro. Bills, Cowboys, Patriots, Chiefs, Broncos, Eagles, like
they just trying to throw everything that they can at A-Rod, bro, just to make a storyline for how it started and how it ended.
And then they got the Bills again because they're in the same division. Dolphins, Falcons, Texans, Dolphins again, Commanders. I mean, it really don't get no easier for them. I mean, the later end of the season is kind of like a little smoother, but I don't know. Paper Trade, what you think? You think A-Rod is going to live up to the hype with the Jets, or you think it's just going to be one big Apple letdown?
I like that.
It's really sad the fact of like we really got judged this man off if he win a Super Bowl or not, because I don't think that's fair. But at the same time, it's like when you
it's not fair, but it's like you got the experience and you was complaining about where you was. So show us.
You went to another team who was supposedly a quarterback away. So that's
they trying to put him through that fire so he can get through adversity. He ain't finna have it sweet. I don't think it's gonna be no letdown though. I think he'll. I don't think they're gonna win, like no ring, but it'd be something to look at. Like,
man,
I don't think he's gonna just shit the bed.
If they was in the NFC, I'd give him a shot, but it's like he got to go through the AFC, which is like that's Mahomes.
AFC is a gauntlet by itself, bro.
Right.
You got one division that to put out 3 playoff teams by itself.
And you said you was like, you rather your quarterback know what's going on than the team.
Yeah.
Is that what happened with Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Like when he first got to Denver.
Wilson head coach and him just wasn't like the play call just wasn't on the same page for real at all. And I think it is definitely a learning curve. It's definitely a learning curve when you get with a new coach and you a quarterback, bro, because everybody kind of run the same stuff, but it's different verbiage, like it's different ways of saying it. And as the quarterback, you kind of the coach on the field, so you got to really be able to like put folks in their place directly. Like I don't know if y'all watched the quarterback little thing on Netflix, but Kirk Cousins was saying that like he didn't know some of
that bit.
Yeah, he said he didn't really know some of the stuff last year, and he didn't know how to like switch adjustments and hot routes and stuff like that. So it's like you definitely need to know the system. But I got this NFL thingy. I got the first of the first that I had was talking about. So it's a little list going around on ESPN that Jeremy Fowler came out with, where he basically ranked like every position top 10, honorable mentions, and then he did like other folks that got votes. So the first that we can go over was his quarterback list. So he got Pat Mahomes at number 1, of course. Then he got Burrow, Allen, Rodgers, Herbert, Hurts, Jackson, T-Law, Dak Prescott, and Matthew Stafford as his top 10. Honorable mentions was Deshaun Watson, Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, Derek Carr, and Tua. And I'm not sure who the other 3 was that received votes, but how the hell?
Who the hell?
Bruh.
Who the hell?
When they made top 10 list, do y'all think it's like, I know it's like kind of like based off the previous year, and then it's projection of the next season mixed in with right now. But it's like, bro, I just don't see how Jalen Hurts is not the 4th spot.
Bro, I literally wanted to be tweeting all day about as soon as I watched NFL live yesterday and seen this, and they were having a debate about it. I'm just sitting to myself, and I'm like, okay, so Jalen Hurts didn't just go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's wild.
Justin Herbert ain't never been to the Super Bowl.
Aaron
Rodgers ain't been in a while.
A year last year by his standards.
Exactly. I didn't even like. Come on, bro.
I mean, I don't got no problem with Josh Allen at 3 because I definitely think the top 3 quarterbacks in the league is Mahomes, Burrow, and Josh Allen. I think that's the set 3. But Jalen Hurts should definitely be 4th on the list. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if he was second or third because, like you say, he went to the Super Bowl. But I do think like Allen and Burrow had better passing numbers than him.
If he didn't go to the Super Bowl, he wouldn't be 4th. Like you would agree?
Yeah, I would agree with this if he didn't go to the Super Bowl.
That's A-Rod. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I feel like quarterback wise, all them above him is better quarterbacks than him. Maybe besides Herbert. Like Herbert got the potential to be, but he ain't really showed it yet.
Yep.
And then they said Philly was stacked, right? They were like,
yeah, and Hurts, like he was more of a system type guy, which he fits perfectly for their system. Yeah. I don't want to take nothing away from him as a player, but I just feel like based off the last year he had, then a future projection. That's what the list.
That's a little disrespectful,
right? Because A-Rod is 40, bro. So you telling me at this, like you projected him next year to be better than Hurts? I don't know about that.
But my thing is this though, bro. Like you got Josh Allen right there. Josh Allen's Bills have been projected to win the AFC and the Super Bowl for the past 2 years. Yeah, for the past 2-3 years, bro.
Allen can't be number 3 no more.
He can't be number 3 no more, bro. That's not fair.
I don't think Dak Prescott. And why the fuck is I'm sorry for my language, but Matthew Stafford should definitely not be in this top 10. Kirk Cousins had a better year than him last year, and I'm not the biggest Kirk Cousins guy, but Kirk Cousins had a way better year than Matthew Stafford. I don't have a problem with Dak being on the list, I guess, but he definitely got to be bottom of the list. And the honorable mention is Deshaun Watson. He had a terrible year last year. I don't know if Deshaun Watson will ever be able to shake back into form, to be honest.
Yeah. He'll definitely just have to wait until his trial and error period is over in Cleveland.
Man, that's crazy. He probably won't shake back.
Got massage tables out there.
Not back to his true, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Ain't no way you can, like,
he'll probably never massage back into form.
You can't erase that from no sitting. Like, that's always gonna be that's him. That's that.
Right. That's the one.
That's it. That's the one. Watch out.
That's that boy. Hey, that boy right there.
Damn. That's crazy.
That's the allegations. Let me see, because he did have some more lists as well. That I mean,
himself from the side.
You know, the quarterback list is gonna be the most controversial one. But okay, I got the receivers list on tap. And this one, I don't know either, because it's like, why is Cooper Kupp on this list above Stephon Diggs and AJ Brown, bro? Are you serious?
This man get the Triple Crown 1 year, and y'all folks go crazy. What? Oh my God. I got the Triple Crown 1 year, and y'all boys over here about to lose it. What?
I don't have no problem with the honorable mentions, because I do feel like that's a solid top 10 in the league.
Yep.
But I don't think Cooper Kupp should be number 5 if you're gonna put him in the top 10. Like I said, this is based off last year. If this is based off last year, future projections, and then this upcoming season right now, I don't think he's a top 5 receiver in the league. AJ Brown definitely got to be top 5 as the last year he had, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, bro. AJ Brown was the biggest steal in free agency / draft capital you could get.
It's like they ain't like what I'm trying to say. Like they treating them Eagles players some type of way. Like
yeah, because of the talent on their team, maybe. So they thinking like individually they ain't stand out as much because you got like so much talent on your team. But it's like, I don't know. I definitely agree with the top 3 though. Down there, top 4 for real. Like Jay Jets arguably is the best receiver in the league right now. Devontae Adams, pound, you could say he might be the best too. But Jamar Chase, yeah, Tyreek Hill definitely too. But Terry McLaurin and CeeDee Lamb at the bottom of the list.
Yep.
I think that's a good spot for them. I don't really see nobody in the honorable mentions that I would put. I mean, Deebo Samuel is more like a weapon. I don't see him as a strictly receiver for real.
Yeah. Okay, so if Cooper Kupp doesn't get that triple crown, is he still a top 10 receiver in the league?
No, not in my opinion. Like Cooper Kupp been solid for years, but that one season took him out of this world. But I don't think we should still be like ranking him off that.
Okay.
Anybody else on this list got that?
Nobody else had the triple crown.
There you go.
CeeDee Lamb gonna have to show he can be a real number one receiver this year, though.
Nah, well, so he had to do it last year, but like his consistency is what's gonna really keep the Cowboys passing game either going or going down. Because I don't know. I don't think he's like that number one material. You really gotta hide CeeDee Lamb sometimes on the field so that you can sneak him around the field, and you can't do that when he's the number one receiver.
We had a couple other lists, but these Madden rankings coming out now. That's all the lists I'm really seeing. I know they had probably like a running back list. They got the top 10 guard centers.
They had the top 10 safeties in the league.
I seen that. I believe Jesse Bates was on the list.
Yeah, Jesse Bates was number 5 or number 4.
We had a couple Falcons that was on the list. I know Chris Lindstrom was on the guard list.
Yep.
Here go the top 10 running backs. Paper Chase, I don't think you're going to like the number one. Because it ain't.
Number one?
Nick Chubb over McCaffrey. Derrick Henry number 5 on the list is a problem, bro. Like, come on, bro. So, based off this list, now it looks like they going off of last season. But on the other list, y'all going over, I don't know what y'all going off of.
Henry at 5? That is crazy.
Wait, hold on. Cause now I'm just like a little confused.
Slow your roll, ain't it, AG?
Right. Slow down, bro. Cause now it's just like y'all just throwing names in a bucket and drawing them out like first to 10th. Like what?
They grinding your gears now.
Nah, seriously, bro. Like look at this.
Like I said, with the other list that they made, it looked like they wasn't going strictly off of last season. Now with this one, it looked like they are going off of last season because I could say I Josh Jacobs, whatever, Saquon. But if you going off of how you did the other list, bro, Derrick Henry is not the 5th best running back in the league. If he ain't number 1, he got to be number 2. Like what?
Ranked by coaches and scout.
Yeah, so this is everybody. This executives, players, coaches, scouts.
Is Ramondre Stevenson?
Who y'all think should be voting on these?
Who should be what?
Who should be voting on these? You agree with all them being?
Oh yeah, I mean the folks that's voting should be the ones voting because they the ones actually in the business for real. I wouldn't throw the fans in there. I mean I would probably have a separate list for the fans, but I wouldn't put the fans in there just because of gonna have niggas like.
Nah, yeah, you can't have them.
Yeah, you know how the fans do with the NBA All-Star. They be putting Austin Reeves and stuff in the All-Star game and Jordan.
They biased.
Yeah, so you can't really do stuff like that. I know the Madden overalls been coming out. Let me see.
Hold on, are the executives the ones who that's who paid them, or that's not the GM?
I'm like the folks in the GM office, like in the front office and stuff.
Oh, what if they like know this person supposed to be number 1, but like we're gonna vote them 5, so they ain't gotta like.
I do believe them front office be colluding to make it a thing of not paying.
Make them look better, so we can't pay them that much or something like that. I don't know.
Let me see.
It'd be them politics underneath it all.
Nah, it definitely be politics for
ways
real.
You don't even know. Like, damn, y'all thinking like that. Hey.
Here go their top 10 receivers on Madden. So Jay Jets made the 99 club.
Only 99 on the game, ain't it?
Nah, I think Aaron Donald was a 99 as well, which I don't understand why.
facts.
He didn't really do nothing last year.
I don't even agree with that one after last year, bro. I don't agree
But you
with
got
that
that because it's on their jersey, man.
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with the list for real. AJ Brown might be a little low.
Yeah, AJ Brown is definitely low after last year. I mean, I wouldn't say he know 97 or 98 though. I would say he at least
Damn, they got it as same rating as Cooper.
I don't know what man be doing, bro. For real, like these folks just be.
How is McLaurin better than AJ Brown, bro?
I often say I don't know about Buddy like that. I'm like, is he better than that nigga?
I mean, he cold, but I don't know, bro. What matter?
AJ Brown. AJ Brown. Come on.
What y'all think about the quarterback Netflix series? Because they did say today coming out with a series season 2. So I liked it. I think it was really like insightful to like see the inside of what they go through. It did kind of give me like another respect on the people that play quarterback position because it is hard. I do think it is the hardest position in sports, like they said, because it's like, man, you got to know all them calls. That alone right there. Then you getting hit every time. Every game is on you, damn near. So what y'all think about the series? And
I ain't get a chance to really deep dive into it, but I've been like, you keep seeing someone that you like, man, I'm just watch it. I put it on my list, and like I started it last night actually, but like I ain't in. I'm like, he's number 1 on Netflix. I'm like, okay, I gotta watch it. But
what you think about it, A Jezel?
Hey man, so I of course started it like I was getting my hair done, of course, and then like I've started even more. Like when I got back home, I'm like, bro, like
y'all just heard that?
It really gave me an insight of what was going on here in Atlanta, bro.
That was a hiss.
Like,
nah, I had been put a rat in there before we started. He just not getting it.
Oh.
My bad, Jizzle. Nature just took place.
Murder on cam. Yeah, I'm for sure going. How many episodes was it?
It's only 8 episodes.
8. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna watch that today.
Hey, now you good. So, but the quarterback series is actually good, man.
Man, it made me dislike Mariota even more for real. Because he really didn't give us no answers into like how the season ended last year. Because he was
I think though, it also shows you a lot of what was like really wrong with teams. Yes, bro. Yes.
That boy,
yes.
Lag him up. Boy, delayed.
Yeah, that boy. He probably been said that. Whatever.
He tried to act like he was hurt. He tried to say he was hurt. He was not hurt, bro. Holmes just had his.
You got me laughing.
He was just ready to escape because he got his money then.
I don't even think he heard what we said yet.
You with it,
no cap.
You right here?
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
You might gotta leave and come back, bro.
I would say no cap. But we've been saying
Bro, I heard what I said. I can hear y'all now. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie though, since we on the topic of like sports stuff like that, because a lot of athletes do be having a little podcast and stuff. I know you done sent a couple.
Like all of them.
Yeah, like who podcast you really be tuning into as far as like, because I ain't got a chance to really watch nobody's yet.
All right. The most knowledgeable one, if you want to go that way, I'm going NBA. I do watch the Pivot too, but like I just give you my list. I watch the Pivot podcast. Ryan Clark and them boys.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of do like everybody. They just had Chris Paul on there. They be having boxers, comedians, all them. I go JJ Redick
for sure.
You know, I go podcast P. Paul George. He killing him.
I seen his shit.
He killing them. He probably in the top 3 at this point.
I be seeing Jeff T got one. I be wanting to tune in because the little clips I be seeing be seeming like he be giving like some funny ass insight for real.
And you can tell like he ain't he gonna tell you like it is, even if that part don't look so good on him.
Right. I know Trae Young got one now.
Yeah. I was tapped into Draymond, but after all that went down, I'm like, you kind of do too much for me. So I started not watching him like that. Even though I know his knowledge is still his knowledge. Can't take that away. But
I want to watch Tyreek shit as far as like NFL folks who doing it. Cause I did see like the little Michael Vick shit I had sent. But I don't know, bro. It'd be taking me like to really sit down and start watching it, and I'll watch it. But that'd be the part like I can't really sit down and watch it for real.
I'm probably missing one. I know I watch Gil's Arena.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's the truth. Like they the truth. Like that's
unfiltered.
Yeah, they up there. And his knowledge on the game crazy. And he funny as hell. Like
I can hear that. I can listen to JJ talk basketball though.
All day.
Yeah, for real. AG.
Yo.
Okay, you might be a little better right now. Hey, if you had to put your next 3 cast members on the quarterback series for next season, who you going with?
Give me Jalen Hurts. Give me Trevor Lawrence. And give me Tua. Cause we gotta see like from Jalen, can you repeat with these all-stars? From Trevor, how's it gonna look in year 3? Is it finally clicking for you? And Tua, just like, bro,
just come on,
make it a break it season for him. Make it a break it season.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a good 3. I feel like the formula they tried to follow was like a star quarterback, a veteran quarterback chasing that ring, and then like a bum,
ass back.
Yeah. So going off that formula, I'll probably say A-Rod, but A-Rod on Hard Knocks this year, so I don't know if he want that much camera exposure and all that.
Hard Knocks gonna be nasty, bro.
I'll say like for the Mahomes role, I'll probably go Burrow, put Joe Burrow on there. Then for like the Mariota role, I'll probably go Derek Carr.
Oh yeah.
And then for like the Kirk Cousins role, that veteran chasing it, I damn near want to go A-Rod, but if A-Rod don't want to do it, then I'll probably go
Jared
Goff. Yeah, I was about to say Jared Goff because he like that veteran chasing it. So Jared Goff from Detroit, Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals, and then I'll put who I said was my bum, my Derek Carr. Speaking of quarterbacks, though, that boy Jay Fields said that he's a top 5 Russian quarterback of all time. I don't know how the question came up or whatnot, but he put on his list, I believe he had Michael Vick, Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, and Steve Young.
Steve Young? Yeah. Bro. Hey,
y'all have a problem with him saying that, or like should he just shut up?
All right,
I need Justin Fields to have a winning record in the NFL and not be throwing his teammates under the bus when he loses. Before you start trying to talk about being top 5, top 10 in the league in any category, bro. Like, I understand you a highlight reel, you got highlights and stuff like that now, but like, you can't really base your success or being a top 5 guy like in NFL history, and you only been in the league 2 years, bro.
Bro, this man record is 5-20, bro. Like he shouldn't be saying he top 5 and nothing. Like, bro, you down there finna be a bust.
Exactly. I was about to say it, bro. I was about to say it.
You put Cam Newton on your list, who been to a Super Bowl, and I believe he won an MVP. You put Michael Vick, who made multiple Pro Bowls. Lamar Jackson,
And no rings or no championships, no
playoff,
accolades to show for it. Nathan.
And you only had one good running season for it. Like, you got to do that multiple. Like, all these dudes have did it consistently. Like, I don't know. And his body really didn't withstand the rushing that he was doing last year for real. But
nope.
I don't know. Paper Chase, what you think? Like, if a young dude put himself in that top 5 list, do you have a problem with that? Or is it kind of like pump your brakes a little bit? Because that boy said, I'm already a top 5 rushing quarterback in NFL history. He didn't say, I think I'm top 5. He said, I'm already.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I ain't. Unless you saying, like, I'm the best or something. Like, I don't really like when they proclaim where they at on the list, or I like folks to do that. But, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't watch too much of him, but I know that I heard that's all damn near he can do.
You feel me? Like,
yeah,
this comes from somebody who just said they don't really watch, bro. Like, okay, you might be a top 5 rushing quarterback all time, but that ain't never been your problem. We ain't say that you can't run the ball. Can you throw the ball? Can you?
That ain't been what's winning him games either, bro.
So it's like
y'all won what? 3 games?
You try to look at like the better side of it, take the good from the, without doing it. Yeah. Like, hold on, it's like slow your break, like you said.
Yeah, definitely. I think he should just worry about winning games and just shut up.
You just got all your eggs in one basket, like.
Now since you said that, you damn near is like responsible for keeping that.
Keeping that stature, yeah.
You said you top 5, so next season don't come into the season trying to be Mr. Passer. No, you top 5 running quarterbacks all time. And honestly, who would y'all say top 5? Because I got definitely Mike Vick, Cam Newton, and Lamar in that 3. But for the other 2, I mean, Steve Young did slick paid away, I guess. But I don't really got too much like film on him. I ain't really watching him like that.
I think I like how Russell Wilson used to move.
Yeah, Russell Wilson definitely up there. And then he's a winner. He won a Super Bowl with that type of plan for real.
Like you said, I like, Vic Wilson.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta go take the little man outside real quick.
I'm on Cam. Shit. Running. I mean,
because there's certain quarterbacks that's mobile, but they ain't necessarily like that Michael Vick type of takeoff. Like Pat Mahomes is mobile, I guess. Yeah. But they ain't really rushing quarterbacks.
Vick out there, Vick elusive as hell too. Like we running like a running back. I mean, with Josh Allen, nah.
I ain't really never thought about Josh Allen but Josh Allen is like a good rushing quarterback because they have design running plays for him. And he really trucking shit for real.
What he like 6?
Josh Allen a big motherfucker. He like 6'6".
You know what I'm saying? 2 whatever. That's 5, ain't it? He had 5.
6'5", 238. I don't know. I feel like Jay Fields definitely got potential. Like off his highlights last year, if he can do that for like another 2-3 seasons, he definitely got the same.
I feel him.
But you can't say I'm already off of 1 season though, bro. Like,
yeah,
you got to sustain that type of energy. Since AG
made it even, he should have waited a few years before he said that. Now
bro, these folks, these interviewers be setting these folks up to say a headline for they podcast or whatnot, so they can go up.
Seen that boy Cat he changed the game and all that. Boy probably got hella views off that.
Yeah, since that boy AG stepped out, we can kick it over to the NBA side of things. Start off with that Draymond and Jordan Poole still standing beef. Like Draymond beefing with Jordan Poole father now on Twitter of all things.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm trying to deep dive on that one. I ain't gonna lie, I need like 60 seconds of my damn self. Because I really want to talk about that shit for real though.
We're gonna take a 60-second intermission, y'all.
Quick intermission, man. We're gonna be right back.
Be a commercial.
I'm back.
All right, guys, back from commercial break. Shout out to our sponsors and all who had it down on the commercials. But yeah, Draymond has been stirring up the pot a lot this offseason already. Here's this interaction between him and his father. Did you see the interview when Jordan Poole got asked about Draymond and kind of just ignored it?
Yeah.
All right.
Like look the other way.
Yep. So here it is. His dad said Jordan Poole was this guy. He avoided me all last year. He's a soft ass B-word. He lame, and me and him can meet anytime he want. Draymond said, "That's so cute. It's impossible to avoid you in the arena for a year, champ. And stop using those words. They usually don't go over well amongst men." Maybe hitting that what got his son punched, maybe. Because Draymond did say that
he said he used the same line in the little interview he did.
Yeah, he had said something about dialogue and this and that, saying that was the reason why he had punched.
Right there, I think, with Pat Bell.
Nah, he talking about LeBron right there.
Of course. But I mean, see how his dad talking to my you soft ass B and all that. So like, I can't imagine Jordan said that to Draymond. I don't know though. Why not Draymond just say what he did say? Like, just say what he said.
Right, put it out there so we can know.
But it clearly wasn't. It didn't warrant no punch though, because I feel like he would have said it.
Well, he said, "I don't just hit people. Dialogue happens over time and usually ain't triggered by something that fast. We know stuff you don't say amongst men. We know things that you have to stand on." So obviously, he said something that tried his gangster.
But I feel like he said, he throwing them. He really telling you the truth, like in between lines. Like he's saying stuff build up. Like, so this could have been some like he just talking at him every day. Probably like, you sorry, you suck. And today he probably said that, or somebody's money. And today that was like the
that was the last. That was the breaking point right there.
Last straw, yeah. So it's like, I don't think he said nothing crazy disrespectful.
Well, his dad just said some disrespectful remarks.
That go right there. So it's like, but shit, that's they. He gonna have his own beef with Draymond talking like that. It ain't even gonna be about your son. You didn't. And he ain't even say nothing back to you crazy. Draymond. That is some BS. JP was his guy. He avoided me. That's the tweet. Yeah.
That boy said he lame. Me and him can meet anytime he want.
He to my so he lame. I was like, how old are you?
I don't know. They need to bring back the NBA beef, bro. Because everybody would be buddy. I'm here for it.
I like it. It just don't need to be no one-sided beef. Like JP probably ain't. But I mean
But Draymond went at it with that
was fake, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it still got him to get a reaction.
And KG that's still a real reaction. And KG looking at it like,
wow. Draymond said, "I tried you when I was a rookie, KG, and you started to talk to yourself like I wasn't talking to you. What's that like? Freshman picking on a senior citizen that's double his size." So I don't know, bro. Draymond kind of just going crazy right now because he also said something about his new teammate Chris Paul when I think they asked him about not liking him, and he said, "I publicly said I didn't like Chris Paul before. I'm not just gonna go back and be like, oh man, that changed now that he's my teammate. No, I look forward to talking amongst men." So Draymond kind of just, it's these podcasts, bro. These podcasts, you get the unfiltered reaction of these NBA players for real.
Like he gonna say the truth and how he feel, but some stuff don't need to be said. Like if you want to keep
the peace, like you already ran Jordan Poole out the building, bro. So you can't. Chris Paul ain't going for the same shit that Jordan Poole went for though, because it's the fact that like he a veteran in the game too. So it's like if they gonna work it out, they gonna work it out regardless. I just feel like Chris Paul on the Warriors was just a weird fit from the get go to me.
Yeah, because they play how they play. He slowed the game down. They don't like to do that. It's gonna be interesting though.
And then he talking about starting. Like he ain't all the way with coming off the bench, but I don't see how that worked. Chris Paul, Draymond.
And I wanted to say this. I know Warriors fans been on Draymond's head ever since Poole left. because it's like he was the next 10 years for y'all. That's over with. Like, so even though Draymond did his part for y'all, I know like all the fans got like a little animosity towards him. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Man,
and you a vet.
if it came down to Jordan, if it came down to Poole and Draymond, like Draymond was gonna be the choice regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But
I get it. I get it.
AG, what you think? Who's in the wrong, or is nobody in the wrong? Are you here for the beef?
This your squad. I want to hear it from the.
Yeah, like what's going on? Because he called KD a bitch, called LeBron a bitch.
KD
Man,
bitch.
all of us, bruh. When people get rings, and it's like he put in on half of the ring, but like you got players around you that putting in way more than you putting in for the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that guy that's like, oh, I'll put my $20 in while everybody putting in $50. You know what I'm saying? Like he always got that little bit to put in on you, like at the same time. He always got his 2 cents to share. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody want to hear no negativity coming out the locker room off the rip. Like don't nobody want to actually like have to deal with somebody a whole 82 games and like just hear your mouth the whole time, bro. Like I understand like Draymond is so hit sometimes to the point where I guarantee you if we added him enough and said enough negative stuff about him that he'll come on our podcast trying to pop stuff to it. You feel me? Like Draymond look for the petty stuff, and it's like, bro, we grown, bro. You're grown. Like you are a champion, bro. Act like it. Act like you've been somewhere before. Like the man get a couple rings and then act like, oh, bro, I'm the reason why they won the rings. Every single one of them. No, bro, you played a part in winning a ring. You weren't the main guy in the show.
And you very well might have been the reason y'all ain't got 2-3 more rings. You feel me? Like
right.
They would have kept KD or Jordan Poole would have stayed and something would have happened different or got Jordan Poole out of there, brought Chris Paul in.
That you still don't even like. It ain't like they brought one of his besties in. You still got a problem with this guy.
Everybody around the NBA sports world, like nobody think that's a good move. Nobody. It's just
my thing is, I don't think you have to cater to his attitude though. Like you can't cater to Draymond. Like you got to give him the respect he deserves, but at the same time, you can't cater to him because he's not the whole team. Like if he was to go down in the middle of the season,
they definitely catering to him.
They've been catering to him. That's why he basically got the green light to do that.
I'll say Draymond in that organization, he can get away with a lot of stuff because he's like an untouchable for real.
Even with the refs, like he be cussing the refs out.
Don't get a tech.
Don't get a tech.
Oh yeah, well that the man went from the most tech player to almost the medium tech player.
It's because he attached to Steph Curry, and it's like if you're gonna be part of why Steph Curry didn't win a ring, you're gonna have everybody on your head. Like,
yep.
So refs got to play it cool when they calling calls on the Steph Curry team. You feel me? Like that's a crazy spot to be in, bro. Like you got to think. Look at what them refs be going through.
I think Draymond, what he doing is part of his mantra because of the skill level is going down. But honestly, he never was like the most skilled player. He always was kind of like that tough player on the team. Like this is his role, bro. He's the facilitator. He's the enforcer, the backbone of the organization. Like this is who he is. We got more broadcast and like more sportscast, podcast stuff for him we can hear these players talk. Back then, you never knew what these players really said in the offseason or after games because there was no social media. There was no podcast and stuff. So,
right.
Everything is recorded because if we never saw Draymond punch Jordan Poole, bro, it would have been a way different situation. Of course, if it would have came out a report, Draymond and Jordan Poole got to a fight, he punched him, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But it would have been speculation about what happened. We actually saw a video.
I think eventually, if that punch was the same, I think eventually he would have been wanting to get out of there anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the situation was what it was, but it was like the public humiliation definitely adds up.
that made it worse for sure.
Yeah, it definitely like because bro, your family, your
boy can't walk in public without saying, you just got your
you know when when you looking at somebody and they look, you like, damn, did they see that video? Or like,
I did. Mm-hmm.
Like, I did.
Boy looking like, boy, you just got.
Like, what y'all think though? Like, is Draymond in the wrong? Like, if y'all had to pick a side, like there is no side, but at the same time, like he in the wrong. Cause
you got to control your emotions, bro.
But mind you, bro, back in the day when Michael Jordan played, I'm pretty sure that folks was getting beat on in training camp and stuff like that. But folks wasn't recording. Like athletes, when that incident happened, they say all the time, bro, folks get into fights all the time in sports, but it's kept in the locker room. It's a brotherhood type of thing. But you just because you play with somebody don't mean that y'all best friends. And if Jordan Poole said something to him that was out the way, then you can't really say
you waiting to like initiate the contact with them. If you know what I'm saying, like you saying, like I think basically the relationship went bad. It went real sour, like at that very moment, because it was like, bro, this is like our first media practice. Everybody's back from so and so. Jordan Poole just got paid. Like, bro was probably popping his stuff. He was probably just happy. He just signed. Like the ink was still fresh on the paper, bro. Like it had to been like something about they paid me before they paid Joe. That like, yeah, you over with. Like
that's what I'm saying. It got to be something like that. It can't be no like he called him no B or no.
Yeah, because bro, every drive, every play. Exactly. Down the court, somebody being called something out the way, bro. You're not gonna tell me
like that, but you punch on a little like. And then another thing is, bro, know who to try, because if Steph was to call him such and such wrong guy, he's not gonna do. That nigga would be in China League.
Bro, if he punched Stephen Curry, they probably would have arrested that man, bro.
LeBron stepped over and put his nuts on his head. Draymond tapped him on the shoulder. He tapped him on the shoulder.
Boy,
man, Bron to take Draymond up through there, boy.
Draymond really can't play both sides of the fence, because like I just said, he called KD out his name.
Yep.
Damn near got KD up out of there for real.
Because every started to bring in there, be literally taking Draymond's shine as far as like scoring points and making flashy plays and flashy passes and stuff like that. But it's like when you got shooters,
you the least skilled motherfucker over here. Like
literally.
Like
KD, just play defense, bro.
KD over here, like, give me the damn ball. Like, bro,
I'm KD. Sat back and had another 2 rings with KD stay for at least one more.
Exactly.
Then you call LeBron a B word, and now y'all buddy. So it's like you can't get mad. Then Jordan Poole mess around and call you a B word, and then you do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And honestly, Jordan Poole might not have thought that Draymond would even punch him in the face because of like we teammates and it's a spec.
And not only that, you stars, bro. You're a star, bro. When you're a star, anything and everything you do, you could brush your teeth upside down outside the window, bro, and it's going viral, bro. Like,
then see, I do see this where I like if Clay or Steph was hearing that, where do they draw the line to step in and be like, all right, y'all chill out, like
right? Because Bron, I ain't gonna try to be on no Bron with a dead type shit, but as a leader of a team, you should step in. Like the coach, somebody should have erased that whole situation before it even got to that point.
Right.
Y'all seen it building up. Like
they should have told them, like, hey, let's get back on task. Let's do what we need to do to finish this practice and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But, bruh, for something like that to happen in training camp and they made it always to the playoffs, like that took, because I ain't gonna say it made Jordan Poole play like trash. I think he did it on his own, but at the same time, it do take the team morale down for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of the game is mental, bro. And if your mental ain't right, then I mean, your skill only gonna take you so far.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, but the Warriors committed to Draymond long term, so they got to deal with who he is.
You even see it when he like was suiting up for the Washington pictures and stuff. Bro, don't want to be over there.
Brother, not look happy.
He saw his whole career like, oh, these fans embracing me, they love me. Like,
if Clay finna retire, I'm gonna be the man. Then, like,
now I'm gone.
Now I'm in Washington.
But hey, man, it might be a blessing in disguise for you, boy. Don't even stress.
I think he finna be going crazy over there though, because he ain't got no expectation.
He ain't got no choice but to go crazy. He done sat up under Clay and Steph for a whole 2-3 years. Over with.
And he only gonna get more.
Yep. He only gonna get better, bro. He only gonna get better.
He only gonna get more money. They getting more money by the day, boy.
Yeah.
What y'all think about Harden?
So does he still want that trade or what?
I see that he want to trade. I seen some stuff saying that he not gonna hold out, but we know how James Harden get
I
when
don't be knowing what's real and what ain't, bro. Like they tell me he want to go play with Russ again. He want to.
How does a team with Kawhi, Westbrook, Paul George, and Harden work out, bro? Like, what does that look like? Somebody got to come off the bench. Harden not coming off the bench. I'm just letting you know right now. So is it Russ again?
After he just had a good season for them, like when he went,
They did all that talking trash about how we had him coming off the bench. Blah blah blah. They got him coming off the bench.
But see, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if he had a better season, or is it just because he off our team? So it's like, okay, he doing all right.
I just feel like it just wasn't a good marriage from the get-go, bro. We didn't have enough spacing around him. He's a primary ball handler. LeBron's a primary ball handler, but they both like slashing type players. Like it just wasn't a good fit. Of course, when he go to the Clippers, like they go to the Clippers, like they got shooting around him, but some of the stuff Russ was doing, the Lakers was on him. We can't make him turn the ball over. We can't make him miss layups. We can't make him miss dunks. Like some of that stuff was
He was doing that consistently, though. He was doing that consistently. Missing on a consistent basis, bro.
I think Harden need to just stay with Philadelphia for real, bro. To be honest,
but see, I think it's because Embiid threw them under the bus. He always do that. Embiid, every time he lose, he be like, "Oh, the team just got to play."
Oh God, that bro.
No, I don't like that.
I didn't want to put my hands on Embiid for real because of what you just said. Cause I forgot he sure did throw Harden under the bus, and he threw Ben Simmons under the bus too. He threw the coach like, bro. At some point, bro, you the number one. It's you.
Yep.
You didn't show up in that game 7. You
like,
didn't.
Bro, your fat ass, the main nigga.
At
you
all.
on the billboards. You on when you. I'm pretty sure when you drive in Philly, you on the billboards. You on the stadium. You the main jersey seller. Like, bro. Then when
I don't know, my team, they just got to do better.
Oh God! But when they get to playoff time, you want to be pointing fingers. But when you want MVP though, you want to point no fingers. Then,
nope.
You want to be MVP in the regular season.
Same guys he was pointing at were the same ones that he was like, "Well, yeah, I got to thank my team for this award because they're the one that like, bro, no, ain't no way."
They hype the team up when it, like, yeah, like you said, it come down to him, bro. At the end of the day, like. But Harden, I don't know, because Harden got to know his days of being a number one is over with. So I feel like he got a good situation with Philly being number 2.
I know it's hard though when you go out that game 1 and drop 45 and with 10 assists. You're like, well, I can still do it. But I just no more.
I don't see the Clippers being a good fit, to be honest, bro. I just don't like that. Like
I barely don't like Russ over there. Like.
You feel me? For a whole season, like I really don't like that. I don't know, bro, about Harden. What y'all think about that boy Dame, though?
That boy
hey, so how long do they have to make these deals, though?
Bro, them folks said they'll hold that boy for
long as they want.
Okay.
Unless old.
I think we had a discussion one time about like trade compensation. Like, is it really a trade if the other team do a buyout? So. There was somebody saying like our superstars in the NBA kind of ruining the trades because, like, say if for this instance Damian Lillard he say I'll only go to Miami, does that kind of compromise what Miami can trade back to Portland in a way because it's like dude already said he only want to come to us, so we ain't got to put our full assets into this trade because we know this is his only spot. So they were saying like that's not really fair when players do stuff like this because it's like it's ruining the trade, it's ruining what the team can get back. So what y'all think about that? Because it's like if I'm a third party team and he say like I only want to go to X, Y, and Z, I'm not finna trade for this nigga.
Yeah, I can understand that because they ain't gonna be gone. He ain't worried about Portland franchise no more. But they still over there like they got to get something that's worthwhile for. Letting them go.
Right, like we ain't finna trade you for no bag of chips.
Yeah, so it's like they on the same side, but they not on the same page, if that makes sense. Like it's the same. They both over here, but they got 2 different agendas. So
what's really the remedy for that though? Because I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about back then, but you slick just not seeing athletes really come out and be like, trade me and I want to go to that destination. Normally, folks just ask for a trade, and then the team will field offers, and whoever got the best package, that's where the player will go. But like, I know AD had slick forced his way to the Lakers out of New Orleans.
It started with that player empowerment. It was Bron. He did that decision on camera. I mean, what was it called? The decision.
Yeah,
the decision. Yeah.
Then KD. Then it was James Harden. So all these top MVP candidate players doing that. So it's like, shit.
I ain't gonna lie. The NBA gonna crack down on this shit. They ain't gonna go for it too much longer because it's like it's almost ruining the integrity of trades.
It is,
because it's like if you say you want to come over here, the other team in trade leverage is gonna be like, bruh, he only want to come here. I'm not finna give you all this assets. But at the same time, it's like that's Damian Lillard. So if I'm the owner, I'm gonna be like, we can do this all year. If he want to sit out the whole season, he'll just sit because I'm not finna trade him for nothing. But at the same time, it's like now the owner kind of looked at as like the bad guy because he's like holding hostage.
Yeah. I think though, for the simple fact that Dame Lillard is even wanting to show interest in another team, it's gonna automatically like make whatever team that he goes to broke, because you got to think about it. A lot of the team is gonna be gone. You're gonna have to fill-in free agents, but Dame Lillard is gonna carry a heavy price tag, and it's gonna take almost half your team away when you gain in him. Like, he not gonna have nobody to play with. He gonna be playing with himself. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I don't even think Miami really making a championship for real with Dame. In my opinion, like, they using this last year that they gonna get fooled, bro. Y'all not a Dame away from a championship, in my opinion. Because
no,
it's like
Adebayo shows you not a game away. Adebayo shows that.
And bro, it's this social media again, bro. Because it's like you can just go in there and check. Okay, what trade talks about Dame or what? Okay, he don't want this, he don't want that. When some stuff wouldn't even be known if they didn't go on social media and say it.
Right, because I'm pretty sure if I'm a Miami Heat insider, I'm like, why would you leak that information out that you only want to come here?
Mm-hmm.
Now, well, not a Miami Heat insider, but if I'm a Portland insider, I'm like, why would you leak that? Now I can't act like it's a bidding for you. So now my trade value, like, I'm not gonna get nothing for you because you just.
But they getting like mixed in with the. I want to control my own narrative on this social media, so I'm gonna say this, but it's having its own set of side effects and stuff that they seeing in real time. Like, he didn't know. He probably like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. Like, but he wasn't thinking like that then. He like, I'm gonna control my narrative. Everybody's saying what they want about me. But it got repercussions. Every decision do. So it's crazy. We seeing it in real time, like, bro, this social media.
The NBA though, because I did have a topic that I wanted to talk about that I had forgot about. They had just came out with this little in-season tournament. Personally, I think it's stupid.
I don't even how do that go? I seen that, but I don't know how it go.
Rules right now.
School me.
Because it's basically just some Hunger Games in the season.
Game of Thrones.
I just don't understand why the NBA want to make such a.
They adding these games to the All-Star game?
No, these are in-season games still. So basically the rules are all 30 teams, they were randomly drawn into groups of 5 within the conference based on win-loss records from last year. So on the 3rd, which is still in the NBA season through the November 28th, each team will play 4 designated games on tournament nights. So it's basically like, you know how the NBA got TNT on. So now they'll have tournament night. 1 game against each opponent in the group with 2 games at home and 2 in a row. So then they got knockout rounds, which like 8 teams will advance to the knockout rounds. The best team in the team with the best standing in group plays each of the 6 and the 2 wild cards. So it's just too much. And the qualifying teams will compete for a prize pool and they'll win the NBA Cup.
It's like March Madness in the NBA.
That's trash. This
is what it looked like. So this is the groups from
that's trash. That's so trash.
These are the groups based off the records and stuff. So you got West A, B, C, and then you see, I'm just not understanding it, bro, at all.
Bro,
I don't.
I don't get it.
What's the incentive? Like, why am I playing? What am I busting my like, bro? No, you know how
And
pissed
if
off.
I lose, do that negatively impact my season more than other people?
No, it's just, hey,
It's
bro,
just there.
winning the NBA Cup ain't enough first for like incentive. Like, tell me I'm gonna get home court advantage in the finals if I make it.
Some, bro.
All my players get like 500K checks to their charity of choosing or something. Like, what is this?
So basically, if you lose any of your players get injured, that's your whole season after that, right?
Oh, and then they say after the tournament, the NBA will name the most valuable player of the competition in the all tournament team. Selections will be based on player performance. I don't think the stats from this count towards the playoffs either, though. So I think it's like a separate entity as far as stats.
So do you think we'll see more like rookies and?
But let me tell you something. This is going to be for the teams like the Atlanta Hawks, the Pacers, the Pistons. These is for the young teams that they ain't got nothing going for them, so they finna try to win the NBA Cup. Teams with old veterans like the Lakers, bro, these folks finna probably sit out these games. Like, bro, we're not finna play this. I just don't see it. Like, I don't know why the NBA
Who came up with this. That's what I want to know.
The NBA.
And they voted and said yes to this?
The Players Association or Adam Silver and them?
Probably Adam Silver and them.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, the NBA first ever in-season tournament is now official. But how does it work? Like this. First up is group play. All 30 teams will be split into 6 groups, 3 from the East, 3 from the West, with a random draw based on last year's regular season records. Each team in a group plays each other 1 time, a total of 4 games, 2 at home, 2 on the road. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Now, those games happen Tuesdays and Fridays in November, so set your calendar. Basically, these regular season NBA games also count as tournament games. Now, in each group, the team with the best group play record after those 4 games, they're moving on. The team with the next best record in each conference, those 2 are the wild cards. Always watch out for the wild cards. Now, we get to the knockout round. 8 teams, single elimination. And you know what that means. Win and move on, or lose, and you're out.
Oh, I say you go home.
Team standing, guess what? You're headed to Vegas, baby. That's right. In Las Vegas, the semifinal battles will get us to the championship game on December 9th. 2 teams in a winner-take-all final to be named champion and be awarded the first ever NBA Cup. Come on now. Look,
let me see the cup. Where the cup?
This season. Players on the new team, rookies new to the league, and teams just looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I think this is like them trying to make the in season like more competitive or whatnot, maybe. But I'm not feeling it.
That's for sure what it is, but it's like they had no options, or we can go with this trash option. We got to go with some. Like, no, just wait till you can find something good.
Wait till the playoffs. Maybe they trying to make it for like the sorry teams to like have something to compete for as well. So they say, let's put them in this.
I don't know, bro.
And I don't know if I necessarily have a problem with the idea or if I got a problem with the incentive. Like, the cup thing is kind of pissing me off. And then it's like, now they just introduced the little the Western Conference MVP and the Eastern Conference MVP. Like, why didn't y'all been come out with this? Like, of course, in time, like, they're going to come out with new things, but now you can use that in your legacy talk. But LeBron would have had how many Eastern Conference MVPs if they had that record out?
10.
And now he can't have none. So now somebody else going to have some. And they're going to be like, well, he got Eastern Conference. Like, it's just too much, bro. I don't know. That's like the NFL doing this or trying to do it. And I don't think I don't know, bro. It's not extra games. So I can see like it's not extra games, but I don't know. Maybe I'll warm up to it because I'm kind of warming up to it already. Because it's like, okay, it's tournament night. I just don't like the prize. That's what I really don't like.
Yeah.
I think maybe they should do whatever team win if they.
I just don't.
They should do whatever team win, get home court advantage throughout the whole playoffs. If you make it.
Bro, make it interesting. Like,
Or if you a sorry team and you don't make the playoffs, you get number 1 overall pick.
if you win that,
Yeah.
but
If
don't
you
make
win,
the playoff.
you don't make the playoffs, you get number 1 overall pick. If you do make the playoffs, you get home court advantage throughout the whole season. Because, like, bro, you got to get these folks the incentive. Because right now it's like,
That'll stop all that tanking.
yeah. Because right now it's like we just playing to goddamn win the NBA Cup. They need to show what the trophy look like. They better make the trophy look fire.
NBA Cup, bro. That's just like
better be
FIFA World Cup, bro.
better be bigger than this, something like that. I don't want to see no little.
What y'all think about Wemby and what he did his little first game? I mean, they only played him. They played him 2 games. First game it was rough. Second game he shut all that up. Then they sat him down. So I ain't gonna lie. After watching him, bro, I don't really see him failing unless he get hurt. In my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing you could take away that was a negative was the fact that he was like you getting pushed around a little bit and you falling too much, and so it's like I think they trying to keep him from getting hurt. Like right now.
He got his ass dunked though.
You feel me? Like
It's gonna happen though.
Like he'll post up banging at somebody, he'll bounce right off them. He got to use his elusiveness and like going around. But he said it's more space and it's less physical. So I mean,
I'm about to say that, but everybody that come from Europe always say that like the NBA is less physical than what he's accustomed to, and I don't think it's gonna be too many people like Embiid might be like the only real banging type elite center at this point. Jokic, he bangs, but he kind of finesse too.
All them European players, bro, they coming over here taking over.
I just don't see no way you can tell me like this nigga finna be sorry, bro. Like not doing shit like that. Nobody's contesting that. If you put a big on him, it's over with. You can't put a guard on him. You can't put a forward on him. Like, look at this.
It's a little delayed for me. I don't know if that's me.
Nah, same.
But you got a putback dunk to himself.
You feel me? Like, man, bro, fouled him, I think.
Running the flow.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, he gonna be nice, but I ain't got him for rookie of the year though.
I don't either. I got Scoop.
I got Chet.
I like that one.
If they consider him a rookie of the year, I got Chet because he also went off in the summer league, and I think he got that same skill because Chet was supposed to be like that next big tall dude, but he got hurt, and then I think he kind of set up better on the Thunder as well. But I ain't gonna lie, I do see what you were saying with the Rockets too, though. With the young talent they got, because they did just win. They didn't win the summer league thing, but they went to the championship. And that dude Cam Whitmore they got, he nice. I wanted the Lakers to get him, but he had injury problems and stuff like that. So
they over there cooking in Houston, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, they got a nice little roster going on over there. It's just gonna take that veteran talent that they brought over, like with Van Fleet and Dylan Brooks, and then the coach. It's gonna take all of that wrapped up into one, including the young folks over there. But AG, you had stepped out. This is the last little topic I got. You had stepped out when I had about to get into this training camp. NFL about to get their training camp started. Rookies already on team. So since we on the topic of rookies, I want to know your OPOY and your DPOY.
Okay.
Prediction for next season.
Okay.
I already know you got BJ.
Hey, I'm gonna start on defense, man. Cause defense win your championships, man. Defense win your championships. I'm gonna go Grady Jarrett. He's been our defensive player of the year almost every year. He's been with us.
No. Not on the Falcon. Overall.
Overall.
Yeah, I really meant defensive rookie of the year. That my apologies. Offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year.
Oh, okay. Offensive rookie of the year. Yeah, you know Bijan got that on lock, man. We got that on
for
lock.
sure. We both got Bijan.
Yeah.
His
defensive rookie of the year, I would say either Witherspoon or yeah, I would say Devin Witherspoon. Devon Witherspoon.
Always taking my picks, AG.
Bruh. Hey, think alike, bro.
I think Sauce Gardner Slick had made it like put the cornerback position like it has been corners that won it before, but it's typically like you see a pass rusher get stuff like that.
You're back on notice. Yep. Put them boys back on notice though.
I definitely say offensive wise, I don't really see no quarterbacks being close to getting it unless Bryce Young go crazy. Because Anthony Richardson probably won't have enough games started under his belt. CJ Stroud, I don't know. Like
it's gonna be a learning year for him, bro.
Yeah, CJ Stroud got it. He got a foot in the race because he probably will start enough games. But the rest of the quarterbacks, nah. And then maybe Jahmyr Gibbs with Detroit. But I feel like it's Bijan's award to lose. Because the receivers that came out, I don't know. Because I don't really think we got no top receivers in the top half of the draft this year, which that don't really mean nothing, but it just say like to the talent that the league thought they saw.
Right.
So maybe like Jackson Smith and Jigba with Seattle probably, I don't know. Seattle got a chance to do what the Jets did last year and go offense and defense, how the Jets did with Sauce and Dan Wilson. But I'm gonna just say Bijan, not to like try to be a homer or whatnot, but I just feel like seeing how he gonna be used, he down there gotta win. I ain't gonna put that pressure on him to say he gotta win, but it's for him to lose at this point, bro. To be honest.
Yeah, because he's not even a position like player. He's a weapon
all around. So his stats supposed to be crazy for real.
Man, just imagine 17 games of Bijan though. Like that's 7 more games that he played more than he played in college. And what he did in college in the amount of time that he had as far as games played with no playoff, no college playoff, none of that, no bowl game, none of that stuff like that. Like he got a lot of energy and juice to bring to this offense. So I mean, I just see too much for him like to be done because shoot, think about it. You the youngest legs out there, youngest pair of legs out there. Like they gonna put that pressure on you to make sure that you perform because they got you at the position that they got you at. You know what I'm saying?
And then, so I'll go like how you did Bijan on offense side. Defense side, I'll probably go Christian Gonzalez, though, just to make it a different pick. Because I definitely think he's going to be a standout on that defense because we know the Patriots no defense. And then he really got drafted a little later than what I thought he would, even though he still went first round. But I think he got potential to be like that new shutdown young corner in the league for real.
Right.
I don't know. Will Anderson could be a possibility as well for defensive, but I don't know, like, because, the edge rusher and just pass rusher in general kind of got to go through that little phase in the league.
Right.
Jalen Carter could be up there too, but that Eagles D-line so deep. I don't know if he's going to have that much of an impact to be like.
Right. Coming in as a rookie, you're going to be where a rookie's supposed to be, and that's at the bottom of the depth chart until you work your way up.
Yeah, most definitely. And Bijan and Jalen Carter are going to forever be tied in because everybody wanted us to draft him and whatnot. So if Bijan can go ahead and get that offensive rookie of the year locked down this year, that's a good start already because honestly, I didn't learn that like folks going to second guess whatever you do. It's always going to be we could have drafted so-and-so because Ritter gonna have to go through the same thing because it was like folks that still say we could have had Jay Fields over Kyle Pitts, and there's gonna be folks that say we could have had CJ Stroud, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
But you can't really compare players to another. I mean, you can. It's gonna happen. But yeah, that's who I got. I definitely say Bijan. I damn near might want to lock that in with Vegas right now.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I've been looking at Vegas a lot with these props for the Falcons, bro. Because ain't nobody thinking about it right now. But like the odds it's only gonna be more money to be won at the end of the season when we actually in the playoffs and they like. But the Falcons that won the division and we done won more games than predicted. Like right now, I think our threshold is like.
I already know our win prediction. Yeah, they got to say 8.5 right now. I know we had started out at like 7.
7.5, yeah.
They got us at 8.5. They got New Orleans at 9.5, Carolina at 7.5, Tampa Bay at 6.5. Take the over plus 110. But I'm taking the over, man. I see 10 as the.
At least.
Yeah, I see at least 10. I can slide with 9. 9 would be like the worst case scenario, but I definitely see 10. And a good, great, perfect season will be like a good 12 or 11. But I see 10 for sure.
Yes, sir. Definitely can see that.
But yeah, I ain't really got nothing else. Damn, Paper Chase. I know Bruce Brown. You seen what Bruce Brown had said about the little?
I ain't get into it. I saved it to watch it.
Yeah,
What he said?
he said he was like he knew the Lakers they was never gonna beat them in the game. He never felt scared even when they was up. And he said that last game when LeBron had dropped 30, they wasn't worried because they was like he gonna have to drop 60, and it was like he was tired after the halftime and shit like that.
I mean,
bro, I don't like when my team don't get the upper hand, and then you got role players like Bruce Brown that have a voice. Like, bro, you're a role player. But I mean, he won the championship, so I guess
you still can't talk. It's gonna be more and more of this, bro. Players who really ain't that, but talking because of this is these podcasts, and they getting paid. So it's like you feel like the man.
You definitely just got paid.
You feel like you can voice your opinion. And I got a ring. Shoot.
Denver trying to make this a rivalry between them and the Lakers. I feel like that's what it's finna be though, especially because Darvin Ham has said that like he had spoke on about Mike Malone calling himself the Lakers daddy, and he was like, "This shit ain't over with." So,
yeah, I was like, why would Darvin Ham say that? Because he the first person I heard that from. I didn't even hear Mike Malone say that.
Yeah, he didn't call himself that, but if they parade, I think the owner or the GM had called him that. And then
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, he was on a Pat McAfee show too. He has made a smart little remark about LeBron retiring. He was like, I'm about to retire or something like that. And then you seen LeBron had made a little IG post when he was out the country. He was like, "Folks worried about me and blah blah blah." So
yeah,
I don't know, bro. I just don't like
why you even like
thinking about. Yeah, they was thinking about the Lakers the whole time though, because they just felt disrespected by the media coverage. But it's like, bro, that's the Lakers, and they got LeBron. Like they go
exactly. Like then what y'all going? Then y'all really can't say nothing about them, bro. Like, bro,
man, them folks swept us though.
It ain't like y'all the same age, or something, bro. Like, I ain't trying to say that's really like no fact because if y'all both out there and he playing, but it's like don't his career to be.
We got a circle when we play them on the schedule next season. Like, okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, the NBA need more personal beefs or whatnot.
I like it though,
because they make that competition come out.
I like it though. Our role players and everybody else just need to step up because you know Brian gonna step up. Probably gonna average 30 again. Like,
I know about the Lakers that AD was supposed to sign the extension before coming into training camp. So, what you think about that? Because I mean,
2 years.
I think it was like a 3 year extension, probably a 3 year with a player option on the third. Because you know LeBron, this is his last couple seasons. You really can't afford to lose AD.
I still like AD, bro. I say when he at his best, he the best big in the league to me. Like in 2020, if he can just get back to that, but. I
think what he did last year in the regular season too was damn near better than what he did in 2020. But
he just need proper support, bro. Because he ain't gonna sustain that just being the only, you know what I'm saying, sole big guy down there. Because you need him to score too, and you need him to block shots and help defense. Like he really do it all. So get a man some help.
I think it's just availability, bro. At this point, you got to know LeBron and AD not gonna play all 82. But if you can have them
over that hump,
if you can have them healthy come playoff time, that's really what you gotta pray for. Can y'all both be healthy during playoff time? Because honestly, I think they built the team to withstand like LeBron missing time and AD missing time because we got enough to win games in the regular season without both of them being out there. But you're not going
to we got exactly what we needed. We got more ball handlers and scorer in Gabe Vincent, and I can't even remember who else we got. But
Bringing D'Lo back.
Bringing D'Lo back. We got Jackson Hayes down there as a paint presence. You know what I'm saying? Like
Bringing in Cam Reddish and
it ain't exactly Cam and Torian. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't expect us to get this much. We went crazy for real.
I really didn't think we was. I mean, I knew we was gonna sign folks, but I didn't think like we had the means to get all this and then bring Austin Reeves and Rui back. That was really the two things that I was really worried about. Like that's what all I care for. Then once I seen they said we can bring D'Lo back too, I was like, okay, cool, let's do it.
Man, I don't know if somehow I would have seen Miles Turner pop up on my phone, but I would have bought a.
I think we still need to go get a bid though that can shoot.
Yeah. Because Jackson Hayes, I don't think he can shoot like that.
Nah, I seen the Mavs was finna cut JaVale. I wouldn't mind bringing JaVale in, to be honest, but that's like saying AD gonna have to be that spacing big.
I wouldn't mind that either, bro. Because certain players, where they play, they gon' turn like if he come back to the Lakers, he gonna turn up. He gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you seen how Tristan Thompson got up there, just being next to Brian. Tristan Thompson was out there trying to. Acting like this Cleveland again. Like,
feel me?
Yep.
Well,
one thing I just want to say, I do think the last, like, it's the best basketball, the last best basketball you've seen been in the bubble. Like, well, I'm going to just say how I feel. I think, like, the bubble was some of the most elite basketball I've seen. I don't think I've seen that level of play since then. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, I don't know what y'all been seeing. Like, real quick before we get up out of here. Like, you don't think so? Like, you think?
I mean, I feel like in a bubble it was more focused on hooping for real because we had that 4-month period that they was out, and then it was like it wasn't the fans and all that, so it was like strictly hooping. As far as
rest period.
Yeah, as far as like hoops, like the quality of it, that's kind of hard to say because like you would have to down there go back and look at the last couple years and whatnot. But I mean, I don't think it should be like diminished or whatnot. I don't like NBA. NBA is like the only sport that does that today because you got to think the college football and the NFL played a bubble. They ain't had no fans either, but you don't see fans saying nothing about whoever won a championship that year. It's only because LeBron won it. If anybody else would have won a bubble championship, bro, I promise you, it wouldn't be a fake ring or whatnot.
I think it's because it's more casual fans in the NBA than it is NFL.
Yeah, most definitely. Like it is way more casual fans than the NBA for real. You really can't really be too much of a casual fan in the NFL because the game too in depth down there.
Exactly. You see, I'm still like locking in on it.
Yeah, and it ain't as much so player recognition in the NFL. Like the quarterbacks, yeah, but who else do you know after that?
So, speaking of quarterbacks, man, hey, this just in, Matthew Stafford just declined. Rams requested redo his deal, so he's gonna be up out of there after this season.
Matthew Stafford need to sit his ass down, bro. It's over with.
It might be time for him to hang it up.
You won your ring, bro. Just go ahead and sit down because the Rams is in no position to do nothing for you no more at this point. They sold out for that one ring. They got it. Now they need to just admit to themselves that it's time to start rebuilding, bro. Like,
yep. I hate when they keep dragging it along. Man, this man Nick Chubb is always somewhere squatting, bro. This man.
I seen that somebody quoted it like all this to not even get a contract, bro. The NFL
exactly, bro. NFL is not finna pay you, sir.
Yeah, but I ain't got nothing else though. I know probably have some by the time these little training camp stuff roll around. AG, you got anything else on the NFL side?
Yeah, man, we start camp next week, man. Camp is next week. I'm trying to get some live video footage of this camp. I mean, I can probably get it, but if I get that job on that morning shift, it's going to just have to wait till them preseason games.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm probably going to try to catch me a camp. Probably try to get me a day out there where they got the pads on, though.
Yeah.
So I can
see. Definitely got to be out there on a day where they got pads on, bro, because that's when all the competition coming out. But I think the pads automatically come back on. Like, of course, you got to build up to what you put on, but I think NFL is like the build-up period was in mini camp. So now that they're back out there, you can legally hit now. So they're gonna be out there probably in shells the first couple of days, and then they might come back out and then come out in full, just depending on how they work it, because they got all their practices in the morning. So they'll probably be able to catch it before that heat get up out there.
I think like what you looking forward to as far as training camp. Like I think Ritter is definitely the main thing for most people.
Yeah.
And then I want to see the D line and O line kind of go at it along with like the receivers and the corners for real.
Yeah. I'm more so on the side of trying to see how many of our undrafted free agents actually make this team, because like I don't want to say that they just got a lot of empty spaces or just players filling spots, but they got some players that just filling spots for right now, because I'm pretty sure they know their first 53 man roster based off of who they already gotten and how this roster looks right now. But at the same time, if an undrafted free agent comes in and outshines a guy, like right now, we're one running back down and one punt returner down, and that's it. So with that being said, like we just drafted a running back out of Tulane. If he's an undrafted free agent, then we sign him, and he comes in camp in preseason and shows out. Who knows? Might have another running back that just came and made it on the team, like a Caleb Huntley, because he's still on the team as well. So it's going to be a lot of spots that's going to have to be solidified as far as the depth goes, not as far as like who's starting and stuff like that. Arthur Smith is going to more so be playing package football. He's not going to say this is my RB1, this is my wide receiver 1, even though we know Drake London's wide receiver 1. Like he's not trying to put the label of depth on these guys. He's trying to just give everybody a chance to fill out where they're going to play and to show him how much they're going to play, basically.
Yeah, I think looking at our team, wide receiver probably a position if I was undrafted, definitely probably be where I try to get in, where I fit in. Because after the first 3 on our team, you really can't say nobody else is like a clear, like, to make it for real. O-line pretty much solidified.
Yeah,
D-line pretty much kind of stout. I mean, we always could take another. If somebody's like just show out, we could always take somebody off undrafted. But that's really what preseason for. See who stand out and make the team. But this year, I don't really too much care about that because I know we actually built stuff. So I'm more so my calendar is set to September 10th at 1:00 inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium where Bryce Young get his ass.
Yes, sir. Hey man, we gonna be up in that thing, man. I'm telling you. If any of y'all like want to know what Atlanta feels like for real, come to home opener, bro. It's gonna be the most lit game of the whole season. Folks ain't even gonna like. I'm not even gonna hold you. Folks gonna be coming in there to judge the team, but I'm gonna go in there just to watch Arthur Smith's magic unfold. Honestly, bro, because like this is his first year being able to really unleash his whole play calling without having no holdbacks and nothing that was dictating what he had to call.
Man, this is year 1 of Arthur Smith.
Yep.
This is year 1. I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot to say about week 1 and like the Falcons, but I'm gonna save it for closer we get to the season.
Yeah.
But one thing like I do want to just leave off that's kind of like a cliff note of what I was gonna say is the season is a grind, bro. Like week 1, we might look like something, it might look like complete trash. Come week 5, we might look like something different. One thing I will say is though, Arthur Smith being here and we should have continuity. So I hope we don't come out in week 1 and just lay an egg because folks should know what they're doing.
Right.
But defensive side though, it is a new system and whatnot. So who knows what it'll look like. We do kind of get lucky a little bit because we do like go against a rookie quarterback we won, then Jordan Love week 2 who ain't really started. So we do kind of get like a little 2-week like little
grace
test
period just to get everything.
Yeah. But I mean, Bryce Young and Jordan Love, they can win games too. I mean, they in the NFL for a reason. So it'd definitely be interesting to see. But yeah, training camp, that's when all the videos come out, bro.
Yep.
Highlights, like that's when everything finna come out. The content really finna get rolling. So yeah, we definitely gonna be more engaged now that the NFL finna start back because Shit, that's really.
It's been a long time coming.
It's gonna be our first year with this platform that through an NFL season though, so it should be interesting for sure.
Oh boy, it's gonna get nasty. I'm already knowing, bro. Week to week. Hopefully, we can get our fourth quarter, even though he's really a dime. Even though he's really a dime.
We might be taking applications for a new fourth quarter, man.
Nah, for real. Hey, you can be a Falcon fan, but shit, you don't have to be a Falcons fan to be on this podcast. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me, bro? But yeah, that's all I got for today. So we outie.